Hey everybody, it's your friend Sarmate here, and we're back with another episode of Kingdoms Reborn. I hope you're having a fantastic and amazing day today, and we are about to get electrified. We got our coal power plant researched, and we are going to get this guy built. We're going to do a bunch of them. So over in this little space, on the westerly side of our main town here, I built another little area place, and then I put in 3 coal mines. So this was like just going to be pumping out coal like crazy over here. It's a small little village. We're losing people to homelessness here and there, and I did build another little village besides this, and to try and help that, and I'll show you that in just a second. But we got all of this coal coming in here. Look at this. So plus, oh, I thought that was way higher. I just looked at it and it was like way higher than that. But we're still in the positive. So regardless, we are going to put in a coal power plant. So this getting produced here, obviously. We want to get this guy. It's pretty good size. This thing is going to take bricks, concrete, and steel, or a quick build. It's going to be a quick build for sure. So we're going to get this thing built up instantly. Okay, so now these are kind of weird. These guys are going to produce electricity from the coal, and you can see here this is like, I think this is citywide. So building production capacity is 0 kilowatts and city usage is 0 kilowatts. Right now we don't have anybody that's using electricity. We'll probably do a food source first, probably for mushroom farms, but we got to wait until this gets some workers in it first of all. So if we go to our little employment bureau that's kind of over here. Okay, here we go. So coal power plant. I'm gonna updo this guy to be past the glass smelter. This is kind of a lot of people working on glass. What? I mean, don't even have that much. What the heck? So we'll get the coal power plant going instead of the steelworks here, and that should be okay. Now if we buzz back up over here, we should have 2 workers in there. We do, and it does have some coal, so we should be producing something. And if you look here, we got 50 kilowatts, and we're not using any. Now that's not a whole lot of power being produced. So let's just go over here. So if we hit this, now we can get to electrical machinery, and that, see, it's going to consume 2 kilowatts of power. So remember, we got 50. So as long as we have power operating, these guys will operate. If your power drops off, these drop off as well, and it's not great. So let's get this thing going. So now what I kind of want to do is just kind of go around and we'll upgrade a couple of these guys into our electrically area. So that we got 6 there. I'm going to go a little bit here. It's going to be 12. We want to keep track of our power consumption for sure. Okay, and now that's going to be okay. So with these guys going, these are going to be 2 each. So we're going to be at 8. We're at 16. We go here, that'll be 32, and then we should be able to upgrade all of these guys. So I'm going to go ahead and upgrade all of these guys first. Oh, we need some concrete. Okay, so that's another thing. We talked about this a little bit in a couple episodes ago, that we want to have these things coming in so that we can upgrade. We can also auto-trade our stuff for it. But let's get the concrete going. So then we're going to need some sand for that and a little bit of coal. So we have our coal. We were just talking about that up over here. We could absolutely bring in some more coal, more sand, I mean. Bring in some more sand over in this space. So here's our new little area that I was just talking about. You can see that we got people still leaving for homeless that I just mentioned. We're up to 1,900 population though, which is pretty great. So the main point of this was this. So this guy is pretty much this huge block of just cannabis, and that's all that it is. My hope here was to get enough cannabis coming in that we can cover our own needs, and then we can send it out to our other cities as well as that's needed. We have tons of magic mushrooms, luxury tier 2 stuff. We got coffee like crazy. We don't have any luxury tier 3 yet. We're working on jewelry. We don't have any books. Yeah, jewelry is the only thing we kind of have going on there. And you can see up in the corner here, I'm researching paper mill to try and get some more paper coming in so we get some more books. But for now, let's try and get some more concrete happening. We want to get into sand mines. We do have a handful of these sprinkled around the town, but I feel like we're going to need a couple more. So let's go ahead and get this guy going in, and we'll quick build you, get that happening, updo that, and can't upgrade, we don't have any concrete. We'll get some sand coming in, and then I want to kind of continue to work our way up this way with this little area. So this market is pretty much at max cap for its range, so I'm going to stop the game for just a little bit here while we build this other spot up. And this is going to pretty much cover this whole area. True, we do want to get some farms going on in here. Like, it would be great to have farms all along this river on both sides. But we do have this side as well. So I do want to build houses and I do want to build farms. So we're probably going to do a little bit of both to continue our growth here. We're kind of hitting a little bit of a wall with our housing situation, and we want to make sure that we don't go too wild with houses, because then of course our food is going to fall short. So that's why I want to do both food and houses. So let's go ahead. Now our peel kind of sucks over here too, so let's start over here. We got our market here, so I'm going to go like one on each side, two on each side, and then let's do a little space, and then let's go ahead and mirror that over here. We also are going to want to have a tavern as well. That helps the happiness of the area around the tavern. So let's go like that. Okay, so dang it, I can't make that even now. I really wanted to. So we'll just, I guess, I'm gonna take that out. So we got this little bit set up. I think we can fit two more in here. We'll go one here and one here. Excellent. Okay, so let's get this quick built. We're losing people like crazy. Okay, now that that's happening, we can speed the game back up. And I want to be building down a little bit further this way. Let's get some farms put in here. So we could, nowadays, we can like sneak farms in like pretty much anywhere we want. I'm going to go ahead and get this guy like here and fill it in as much as possible. Let's go about right there. And this is going to be, let's go with wheat. Yeah, and then we can make some beer over here as well, which would be a nice thing to have in this area. Now we want to have our road. Let's connect our road here. So I'm going to go down this space. Let's go with, I'm trying to get to about 100 area with these goofy shapes, like always. That's how I've been doing this. The whole town basically is like that. Trying to get as close to 100 as I can. Okay, so this fertility is getting kind of low. So what we could do is get into an irrigation pump like we did before. Remember, we can run on the roads here. So it would be great once we can get this thing started up like that and get this built. Then we go over here, irrigation ditch, and we'll run along the road here, and that's going to buff up. See where it's all orange here? This should improve pretty drastically. Yep, you can see right there that it upgraded. Kind of bring it up like that. And I'll bring this up here. And excellent. Look at that. That's beautiful. We can build some more farms over here and get this really happening and be doing great over on this side of the world. So I'm going to go back to our cold colony. We're having some food issues over here. You can see we're still kind of teetering on destruction. I do have more mushroom farms working right now, but I want to get a couple of these motivation cards put in here so that they can start to be benefiting this area as well. We need a lot of concrete up here as well. Also, if we go back to Dragon's Deep, let's see how we're doing on sand, really, is what I want to find. Let's see if we can find it here. Okay, there's sand. Okay, so we're doing great on sand as well. So what we really need to get is that a couple more concrete factories going. So let's go con. And since we have sand over here and concrete over here now, so our sand and our sand and our coal here, concrete here, I'm gonna plot this guy in our little space as well. We don't want to get too close because it's gonna, make brownie faces. Get that happening right there, and then we are gonna also build some more farms in this space, of course, like we've been talking about and doing over here as well. And one more other thing, while I'm thinking about it, let's get our beer brewer happening over here also. I think it's the goofiest thing that people don't like beer breweries, but they don't. Okay, this will work great right there. Get that guy going. We got wheat beer, upgrade you. Oh, you know what we could do is put some beer brewers up in the cold area and do mushroom beer, because we have orange, mushroom beer, pumpkin beer, and honey mead that we can all do from the beer brewery, which is cool. Lots of neat stuff. So we're at 1950 population. You can see that even with this stuff that we just built, we're still getting new people coming in. And we really got to watch our food count. So get some more farms up in here, and maybe up over here even we'll do some cattle or something. So give me 1 second. I'll get some more farms put in, get some more food taken care of, and I'll bring you back. All right, so this is what we ended up with. I have a bunch more houses in here. We got a couple of warehouses, things. We got a tavern in here. We got a hunting lodge and granaries. I sprinkled in all sorts of wheat fields, kind of just around any nooks and crannies I found. Got 2 medicinal herbs over here for these people. And I left the space open for either for more food or some more houses, depending on what we ended up needing. We also have a furniture workshop over here and a quarry over here to try and get some more, furniture and stone. What else would I build those? We're kind of hurting on stone a little bit. I want to use the stone to upgrade our houses. A lot of our houses are not even at upgraded stone insulation yet, which kind of stinks. So I really want to get that figured out. We were working on that in our cold colony as well. Our food is it seems to be doing okay. Right now it's showing bad numbers, but I'm going to keep an eye on it. You can see it's going up here. But what else I did is I came back to our mushroom farms and everybody's got upgraded. But, okay, so now you're seeing this coming up. Not enough electricity. So that would mean that, So first of all, that our mushroom farms aren't working, which is a huge problem because we have a lot of those guys. But if we come back over here, we either have, there, see, no inventory, or we have no workers. I'm going to put a little star on that, and we're at 40 out of 50 kilowatts. So we're going to need another coal power plant here pretty darn quickly. Let's upgrade our coal mines a little bit here. And if we can even get our coal mines to be electric, that could be pretty good as well. So these are going to take 8 apiece. So I'm going to go ahead and do 1 up to electricity, and now we're going to be at 48. So we're really hurting on our city's power production now. We're going to need another one of these guys. So let's go ahead and we'll get coal, got coal power plant, and we'll get another one built up right down the road. Get a second one going. We should have some workers in there pretty quickly. And since this guy is not producing anything because it has no coal, we can see we are at, oh, it was there for a second. Okay, so same deal. So now we aren't there. Okay, now we're producing again. So every time this is cutting out like that, you know what's happening is our mushrooms and everything else is sitting there, not enough electricity, not producing anything. So this transition from not electricity to electricity, while you know the benefits are really good, if you don't get it nailed down well enough, you're gonna be hurting yourself more than helping yourself. So you want to make sure you got a lot of coal coming in. You got to make sure you got your people working there. And I've had this problem a lot before. Well, like in Settlement Survival, we could put, I guess it's the depot now, over here, and we could call for coal, and then people would bring the coal here. We can't really do that here, I don't think. And we could try, let's try something. So we have the hauling services. We're going to use Curse to haul resources field, building inputs and clear outputs. So if we put this guy, I'm going to see if I can capture both the power plants and the coal mines up in the corner there. Let's see if I can go over here. I think, let's go right here. So I think what will happen is that this guy is going to do that. It's going to grab these guys, coals over here, and bring them over here. I think that's what's going to happen. I mean, 5 workers is kind of a lot. Let's go down to 3. Okay. Let's see if that works any better. This guy's not running. I mean, you know, just again, that means our mushroom farms are sitting. So we're hurting on our food stuff. Not good at all. Let's go with this, and let's go with this. Oh, I don't have enough stone. Okay. That's why I wanted to upgrade stone. Oh my goodness, look at all these deer. Oh, captured. Oh, I didn't realize that. So remember when we got the zoo? So we have the red deer, but now I was like, oh, how do we get mule deer? All these other guys. That's how you click on the things. So let's see. Imagine that. Let's see if we can find a boar. Minus 5% food consumption would be good. And then the bear sets. I did see some bears over here. Unexpected animal adventures right here. But I probably scared them all away because I built the stuff. Dang it. Oh, here's a bear. A black bear. Capture you. Oh, ho, ho. Okay, so there's another red deer. We got red deer. So, okay, so yeah, now we know that's how you get them. You can click on them. I didn't even try before, I guess. So it looks like these are kind of all the same species. We've got the red deer and the black bears around here. Let's go back to our zoo, and we can put that bear that we just got in there. So now it's down in our hand here. Here we go. Awesome. So artifact collection too. We could get a bunch of these guys. So when we have extra money, this is something that we can do. And we have over 2 million gold right now. Like, just an absurd amount of money. When we come back over here and click this guy, we can do some artifact excavation. So let's do that. We get a couple. Oh, paper mill. Yes. Okay, absolutely. We're going to get that guy. So yes, we're going to need to do that, but let's get our paper mill figured out. So mass produce paper from wood. We got a handful of wood, a good amount. Let's see how big this guy is. It's humongous. Okay. So over on here, this is pretty much this whole time we've been producing wood over in this space. You can see we still got things over here. So I think it would make the most sense to go overhead and put this guy, we'll put it right in here. Let's get some hot paper action coming in. Okay, quick build that, of course. So, ooh, so you can do printing paper, or toilet paper here. So that's a luxury 3 item. I don't even have any yet. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go for another paper mill. And I'm going to go ahead and start getting some toilet paper for our people. I have no idea what they've been using up until this point, but we're going to fix it. We're going to go ahead and give them some toilet paper. So now this guy is just calling for steel. Lots of steel for the upgrades now, because this is more endgame things. So let's go ahead and we'll plop that in. We'll plop that in, and we'll plop that in. So let's go ahead and plop that guy in there. Pending paper. So we have lots of paper now coming in. What we could do, I think we have a good amount of paper anyways. Yeah, we do. Let's put both those toilet paper. Because we have so much paper and we're not using it anyways, we have this little guy right here that is that's making our wild cards. You can see we got 5, so it's working okay. It looks like we have 4 people working in there, and we should get a wild card in just a second here. That'll go up to 6. I could put in another scholar's office. So let's go ahead and find another one. I don't think it'll fit right there. Just kind of doing upgrades all over the town right now. It's good stuff. We're doing a wild card and like one of these, and I'm gonna go ahead and flop this to productivity book. I like those better. Get that happening. Get the productivity books coming in. Oh, I'm not gonna upgrade you. Let's go back and check on our power plants to make sure these guys are working okay. So this guy doesn't say it needs electricity, so that means one of them at least is running, and it looks like it's our newest one is running at 5. You can see here that we are not producing enough coal, which is very surprising to me. Let's upgrade that guy. So that means, of course, we are gonna want another coal mine. So let's go ahead and get another one in here. Quick build that guy so we get it working better. Building is too far from storage. That's totally fine. We can upgrade that. We've got people starving now. Uh-oh. I thought we had that figured out for pretty good. It might be in our cold town. We can double check this a second. 6,000. We're doing okay. Let's go back here. Storage is full. This is our Sarmate Colony 1. So let's go ahead and we can do a couple more warehouses in here. This kind of happens with colonies that you're not doing stuff with all the time. They just kind of build up resources. So if we could start exporting them. So let's see what we have a really high surplus of. And that would be dye. Look at how much dye we have. I don't think we're using it anywhere, and that's why we have so much. We have a bucket load of cannabis as well. So I think what we could do is produce cotton into cotton fabric. So I wonder if we could dye it with that. That might be the thing we could do. We might have to get into that. Oh, this is where you get books. Yeah. So we got lots of paper coming in. And then we can do printing press to make books. And card combiner, what is that? Combine building slot cards into a better one? What does that mean? All right, I gotta find out what that means. So we're gonna go for espionage next. Figure out what card combiner is. That sounds OPAF. All right, so let's go ahead. We got our dye here. We could be exporting dye. Is that what we're doing? We are exporting dye even. Wow. We're only doing 60 per turn. Oh, that's because we are getting a lot of beef. So let's go for trad. We'll do another trading company. And we'll get this guy built up. And then let's get some more dyes exported. So let's go ahead and get this going. It's going to be 180. So like that. Right? Okay. So now we should get a few more dyes headed out like that. This should be good. And we come back over here. And these guys don't have any cannabis, right? But they do have chairs. Okay. So what we could do to upgrade these houses is go find our little guy right here. And we got Sarmate Colony 1 giving us stone tools and food. But if we go cannabis, we should be able to upgrade these things. Let's go with 1,000 cannabis. And we should be getting that very shortly here. And that's going to start upgrading our stuff like crazy over here. And that'll be great. So we'll have 2 types of luxury ones. So these guys are going to be at level 3s very shortly here. As long as we can keep our furniture production up. I built this stuff to like have a spot where we can have surplus of furniture and like all these luxury goods, but it's just not happening over here. So we'll keep working on it, I guess. And our gold production is doing all right as well. So we've got 738 luxury jewelry, luxury tier 3 jewelries. So that's awesome. This guy is doing its job pretty well. I want to kind of go a little bit more with this since we have so many gold bars. We have a lot of gold ore. So I was planning on going down over here, kind of like this little space, and putting in some more stuff. So we got our jewelry, we got our gold smelter here. So let's go ahead and we'll get our gold smelter started. But now we're gonna need gems, right? So we should actually have gems. Let's see if I can find them. We do right there. So I'll show you how I managed to get that happening. So let's get this built. Not enough input. Well, we'll figure that out in just a second. Get that like that. Get that like that. And we got to find our inner city logistics port. So we got our trading port there. That's not our inner city logistics port. So if we get our inner city logistics port, then we can start to get some of those goods over here. Some of that gold ore that we're talking about. And we can smelt it, get some more gold bars. But you know what? I don't even see where our port is. So maybe we just build another one. Intercity logistics port. I'd like this close by. So I think this would be better. Anyways, there we go. Get that guy going like so. Boom. And then target town is going to be coal colony, and close you. And then we want to get our gold ores, right? So let's go with 1,000, and then we're gonna also have to build a couple storage places, warehouses is what they're called. We'll get that guy going, and we'll get that guy going, and so we should be getting that very shortly here, which would be great. So you have that happening. I've been in one-time speed for I don't have no idea how long. That's all right, I guess. And get that happening, and get that stuff coming in, and then we can start to make some more jewelry, and then we can start to advance more of this stuff. So need 3 types of luxury. 1. Oh, we're only in luxury 1 still. Oh yeah, that house isn't doing that great. Look at this one. This guy needs clothing. Yeah, so we're kind of spread out. I think that's part of an issue too, is because I have so many little pockets of places. Getting the goods to all those pockets of places has been difficult, I think, and that's part of one of my issues on why we don't have so many houses upgraded. We have, a house upgraded a little bit here and there, but nothing like super duper upgraded, and that's something that we need to work on for sure. Just kind of going back and locking in all of our luxury stuff. It's kind of a repeating theme. It happens a lot. I mean, you have a good handful of luxury tier 1 stuff. We're building furniture makers. And if you're building furniture makers, you need more wood. And so it's just like this thing that keeps happening and happening and happening. And that's why I wanted to put in a beer brewery over here, is so that we can get some T1 stuff for these guys. So they should have the furniture, and they should have cannabis. I'm surprised they don't have cannabis when cannabis is like right here. You would think that they would get that pretty good. We do have a hauling service here as well. See, I thought that's kind of what the market people would do. Oh, let's see. Allowing all. Yeah, so these guys are what's getting the luxury goods. Yes, okay. So we want to make sure that you have a market so that your people can get the luxury goods. And maybe we want to upgrade the slots, and that would help us. That could be a thing as well. But anyways, we got our power situation going okay, I think. Let's go back over here, just double check. Looks like we're running all right. Got 27, got 18. So we have both things making power. Kind of overkill with the 2 now, because we aren't, we aren't over 50K. But I just want to make sure that we get this stuff working all right before we go wild with electricity. It's good, it's powerful, but we don't want to overdo it if we can't have it running. So I think that's going to be it for this episode. I hope you enjoyed this one, and I hope to see you on the next episode of Kingdoms Reborn. Have a fantastic and amazing rest of your evening, day, or night, and I'll see you on the next one.